And Jacobs, 6. Here, the Marvels. Dismount. How will these two? Here we go for round one. Both men step back for just a moment. A perfect counter lands. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. And he fails to score with that left hook. Have you ever danced with the devil under the pale moonlight? That's what these two men are about to go through as they've been talking so much trash on social media. It's time to settle the score. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. And he just misses with that jab. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, every twitch.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell sometimes.
Here we go. It's round two. Not a lot of defense here at all. Which fighter will say no mas? Showing exceptional chins, by the way. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he misses with that jab. There's a scoring blow. Both men step back for just a moment. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice exchange here from both men. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to... Let's get it started in round three. You've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class. It sometimes comes down to who's in better condition.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful, but it hurts. And you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
And he just missed with that left jab. He missed with that jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
He misses with that jab. Defending themselves. The courage on display here is incredible. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. Here we go to the fourth round. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Punch lands. When are we going to see a jab from these two? One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. There's a right hand. Missed him with that uppercut. You'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. He is down big time on the scores.
You know, I've been in fight.
And there's the bell for round 5. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get them close.
Misses with that jab. He parries away that left hook. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecard. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them? These two fighters are made for one another. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Absolutely.
There's the bell to start round 6. He threw the hook, didn't land. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. His jab just got blocked. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment. This is not where Daniel, and down goes Daniel Jacobs.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That left shot lands. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown was going to... Here we go. It's round 7. Both men step back for just a moment. When are we going to see a jab from these two? How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
He just misses with that big right hand. Nice exchange here from both men. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Needs a knockout.
And we enter the 8th round. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it? He blocks the hook. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice punch. The score of that left hand. He got out of the way of that right hook. The courage on display here is incredible. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. And we enter the 9th. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to sort of actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Miss with that jab. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Martinez forced to step back. He's on wobbly. Maravilla is flat on his back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
This is not where Daniel Jacobs wants to be right now. And finally, Jacobs crumbles to the canvas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I don't know who's got the advantage here after both men tasted. We've made it to round 10. Both men step back for just a moment. Timing beats speed, speed beats power. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both men step back for just a moment. Showing exceptional chins, by the way. You'd like to see more jabs. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every...
There's the bell to start round 11. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating, just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder. Nice exchange here from both men. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Uh-oh, code red time here for Daniel Jacobs. What is he going to do? And down goes Daniel Jacobs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
That is going to be one of those what happened next shots. Where did it come from? How did he land? He didn't get knocked down. He got knocked out. I mean, out.